Would you believe me if I said this background is fake? Because it is. In reality, this is how my studio look right now. In this video, I'm going to show you how to transform your boring background videos into a professional YouTube studio. It can look like this, or even like this. Honestly, the best part about this is you can make as many backgrounds as possible using AI. And the best part is it is all free. And if you need any fancy editing app, no, you don't need any fancy editing app. You can do this on your phone, you can do this on your laptop. I'm actually doing this on my laptop right now, and I'll be using CapCut to do all of these, along with some few other apps that I'll show you, but it's all free. The first thing you need to do is actually sit down and record your video. Honestly, and for this, all you need to do is find a good spot in your house with good lighting. If you don't have artificial lighting, you can use natural light as well. Next, make sure your background is clean and it doesn't have any clutter. Only because when dealing with the AI tools, it will be impossible to get a more realistic background if you have a lot of clutter. You want to decrease the clutter so it would look more realistic. The next thing you want to do is make sure you're using a tripod to keep your phone steady. So that way you will get the best results possible. Because if your camera moves a lot, it will make it extremely difficult to edit your background later on. So make sure your recording device is on a tripod. Also, one thing to note when recording, try to capture medium shots when you're recording, which just means your recording device should capture you from your waist up to your head. And remember to leave some space above your head. This will come in handy for later on. The last advice is try not to move too much when you're doing your recording. So yes, you can do a little hand gesture, you can do a little head movement, nothing too crazy like this that people can tell that it's a fake background as you do crazy movements like this. Keep movements within your body frame. So after you're done shooting your video, this one step is very important that a lot of people forget and could mess up everything. This one step in particular can be done in different editing software. For this example, I'm going to be using CapCut. CapCut is what everyone uses nowadays and is very popular with content creators. First thing you're going to do is import your video footage into your editing software. Next thing you're going to do is just continue to do all the basic edits that you would normally do to your video. We're talking about any mistakes that you made, those awkward pauses, you're going to be cutting that out. At the end of your editing process, your video should be flowing nicely. And next thing you could do is, if you want, you can go ahead and color grade it if you're that advanced. Now, the reason why I say this, because once you add the background that we're going to be creating soon, you won't be able to make any more changes to your video. You won't be able to cut out any more space or anything like that, because it's going to mess up your whole set and it will just make things really difficult. So you want to do all your editing before you add the background to it. Once you finish all your edits, grab a screenshot of the best frame in your video and just save it to your laptop, because we're going to be using this later on. This is where things get super excited, because now you can actually create a background that look legit, that look like a studio, that can really transform any of your videos. And this process is not difficult at all. I'm going to be holding you by the hand and walking you through this process. So now that you have your screenshot, you're going to head over to fireflyadobe.com. Adobe Firefly offers a range of AI tools, but for this one, we're just going to be using the Generate and Fill tool. So go ahead and click on it, and go ahead and click on Upload Image. So the image that you're uploading is the screenshot that you took earlier on. After uploading your image, you can go and adjust it using the pan tool. Go ahead and adjust it to the frame. Next, you're going to click Insert and then Add. Then you're going to use the brush. Use the brush to go around the perimeter of your photo. So leave some space in between you and the edges, all right? But the reason why you're leaving space is because that is going to allow the movement, allow you to know how far you can move with your frame. Once you outline the edges, all you need to do is scroll down and create a prompt. This prompt, you need to describe the kind of background you want for your video. If you're still trying to figure out how to come up with these prompts, went ahead and I linked some prompts down in the description so you can just copy and paste them and create your own. Then all you need to do is click Generate. Then the AI, it will give you different options to choose from. If you don't like the ones that the AI generate, you can click on More, and the AI will generate more. You can pick and choose and decide which one you want to use. And when you find one that you like, just keep and then go ahead and download that image to your phone or your computer. Now is the fun part. You're going to be blending your new background with your video. For this process, you have to be very careful, because one small mistake can mess up everything. But like I say, I'm holding your hand through this process. You're going to go back to your editing software, import the picture. You're going to place it on your timeline and extend the duration to match your video. Once you've done that, take the main video and put it above the picture. Now it looks like an overlay. At this point, you're looking at, oh, nothing hasn't changed. Patience, we're going to get there. That's okay, because right now we're going to be doing a little bit of masking. What you want to do is select your main video, go to the mask option. You're going to choose rectangle mask. Adjust the rectangle, fit your video perfectly so that it can reveal the background behind you. Then you can go ahead and feather it off to around let's say 5, this is going to create the perfect look. When I say perfect look, it's going to create that smooth, seamless blend between your original video and the picture, or I should say your background. This will make your video look like if it was actually filmed in a professional YouTube studio. If you use the free version of the Adobe, they will have a logo on your picture. One thing you can do is go ahead and size your video to hide that logo, or create a sticker for yourself and actually hide that particular logo. Once you make all these adjustments, you are set, and now you can export your video. You can achieve this look with most video editing software or apps. Let me know what you want me to try next. On that note, I will see you on my next video.